Hi everyone, and a very good evening from the iDream Career team. Welcoming all the teachers, counselors, and lovely students who have joined in for the webinar today. A lot of you may be familiar with iDream Career, but just to reiterate, so iDream Career is an organization that has been into the profession of career counseling for over 10 years now. And we specifically deal with government school students, private school students. We work with a lot of foundations and our own CSR initiatives as well as NGOs. Uh, Almost 200 plus private schools, a part of the UNICEF as a technical partner, and run our own certification program for training individuals as career counselors. So today, it gives me immense pleasure and a great opportunity to welcome some eminent speakers from, IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya. So let me please introduce you with three speakers of today. Basically, they would be apprising you about the integrated program in management, which is in collaboration with IIM Jammu from IIM Bodh Gaya. So we have Ravish sir, we have Dr. Nitin, and we have Professor Chandan. All three of us here from different institutions. So just to give you an idea, Dr. Ravish sir is the chairperson of the integrated program in management from IIM Bodh Gaya. Dr. Nitin is the chairperson from IIM Jammu, and Professor Chandan works at the institute itself. With IIM Jammu from IIM Bodh Gaya. So we have Ravish sir. All right. So, Ravi sir, Dr. Nitin, and Chandan sir, thank you so much for joining in over here today. I'm sure the students will be able to, capitalize on the information that you give related to the program as much as possible. And over to you, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Garima. I think Nitin sir, you can start first. Hello, Nitin sir. Okay, I don't.
Sure.
Dear students.
Nitin sir, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but there is some network issue. Perhaps
Okay.
your voice was breaking. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting us to just let other people, potential candidates, to understand about the potential of the integrated program management. I'm representing IIM Jammu, and both institutes have come together to tell the candidates about the importance of integrated program in management and how the aspirants can apply and be the part of such a lucrative program that can help them to build their career in the management space. Now, when you look about the institutes of national importance like Indian Institute of Management, we always envisage and envisioned to build a very prominent and the quality programs. As we all know that the management education is the important portfolio of the Institute of Management. And when we looked at the National Education Policy 2020, the younger generation of IIM have thought about to come with the integrated program in management to target the young candidates, to give them the choice about how they can build a career in the management space. So if you look at this program is divided into two different phases. The first is about the 3 years program, which will be ending up with the completion if this criteria is completely satisfied. Then a potential candidate would be able to get the degree of BBA. And once the potential criteria for the individual institute institute, for example, for IIM Jammu, is satisfied with the CGPA of the integrated program.
Nitin sir, your voice is breaking.
Build up such kind of core. Am I audible now?
You are audible, but in pieces.
Okay, but here I'm getting the network.
Maybe
Okay,
you
sir.
would
Am I
want
audible
to,
now?
I'll
Yeah,
maybe
please,
you would want
you
to
can.
retry with your network. In the meanwhile, Ravi sir can take over.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
I can continue. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for opportunity to talk to all of you. Say, Indian Institute of Management, come with a new program, that is integrated program in management. Actually, IPM firstly introduced by IIM Indore in 10 years back, and they are pioneer in integrated program in management. After that, IIM Rothak started the program last year. This year, IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu also started, and along with us, IIM Ranchi also have the same program. Now, what is integrated program in management? The integrated program in management gives an opportunity to class 12 student. After class 12, nowadays, slowly, there are very minimum, like especially commerce students. Like many students after class 12, they try for a JEE or and go for engineering, and there are someone go for a NEET examination and otherwise other science subjects option. Mostly the commerce student, they doesn't have an option to go for any other courses national important institute of national importance like IIM. So based on the national education policy 2020 NEP, we thought of introducing the IPM program. So what is an IPM program? IPM program is not a separate degree. IPM program means it's a integration of 2 degrees, that is a graduation and post graduation. That is BBA. Here we give a BBA degree for after 3 years, then after 2 years and degree. First 3 years, for IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu, we have a semester-based system. And once you completed 3 years successfully, then there is a minimum requirement. Like for a Bodh Gaya, it is 5.5 CGPA, and for Jammu, it is 6 CGPA. So once you have successfully, you have that minimum required percentage, then you will be eligible to sit in MBA class. So now here, what is the advantage? The advantage is if you are a student opting not an IPM, he is going for some other BBA degree, or he is an engineering, he is going for an engineering. You need to join in IIM. For he has to attend a CAT examination. After that interview, then only he will get an option to join IIM. So, but here you don't have to go through any such way. You don't need to write a CAT. You will get a direct entry if you have the minimum required percentage. So that is what IPM degree. So you have here what is an objective? The student of +2 get a clear path, a career path. Like see, otherwise if you are after 12th, you go for a graduation, you are not clear what I want to be or what you want to be, because you don't after graduation you get a job. Even you get a job, that job may not be pay you what you want. Will keep on searching what is next. Like even many engineers after having engineering go for other studies, they will search. So everyone they will not get a clarity in career what they want to be. And second is, if after class 12, the students who like to be a part of corporate India and corporate world, so here there is a better opportunity, that is IP. Please join IPM. So IPM will give you a clear path in career. In class 12 itself, you are very much clear. Your path is very straightforward, that what you want to be. Here you are nurtured from the 12th class itself. Because after that, this is a time where you get your energy get, and you get more diversified, you will get diverse view. But here if you join IPM, your career, your things will be very straightforward, you will be balanced, you will have a clear path, and we will get nurtured by a IIM process and industry expert. IIMs have a very good industry network, and they'll be always keep in touch with industry, and high value materials and high quality process will train you to be a part of corporate India. So that is all about IPM. That is the importance of an IPM. That's why we thought of having an IPM. Now, when we talk specifically, what are the requirements? Now, to join IPM, you have to first apply for a entrance examination. The entrance examination name is JIPMAT, Joint IPM Admission Test. So joint IPM admission test is conducted by Jammu and Bodh Gaya jointly. And the test is we are not organizing a test. It's not IIM like if Indore, when you talk about IPM at Indore, they conducted IPMAT, that is test conducted by Indore itself. Rothak also, they have their own test, that is also IPMAT or Rothak. But we at IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu thought of not having our own test, because we want to give an opportunity to the entire students community, irrespective of the from where they are, what background they are coming from, and what they are. We don't want. So we want to have a test which is very trustful, truthful, and it is very transparent. That's why we thought of a joint hand with the NTA, National Testing Agency. It's a pioneer agency and a government agency which conduct tests like JEE, NEET examination, UGC, NET, and many more entrance examinations conducted by JEE, NTA. So that's why we joined with NTA, and NTA is conducting examination. The last date for applying this examination is 31st May. So through 31st May, you can apply through their website, and even our website called jipmat.nta.ac.in. That is the website. I can share the details. Or you simply type JIPMAT, 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 joint IPM admission test. You will get the details. Or you can visit the IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu website. Even there you can get the details. So the class 12 and what are the selection criteria for Bodh Gaya and Jammu is JIPMAT, 70% weightage we given to JIPMAT. Then after 70% weightage, 15% weightage for your 10th mark, and 15% to your class 12 mark. And that interview, it's purely based on merit. We are looking for meritorious students. So merit is the ultimate aspect of our case. So we are only looking the meritorious students. And for category students, for we as a IIM, we are following strictly the government regulations. Whatever the government reservation policy, we are strictly following the reservation policy. So as per the reservation policy, all the category students will get their seat. Over and above policy, at IIM Bodh Gaya, we are giving 10 seat for especially for girls. That is supernumerary girl seat, 10 seat. And Jammu has a gender diversity. So there, the girl student will get extra percentage for in their score. So that is how the Jammu is organizing. So we have a 60 seat at Bodh Gaya and the same 60 seat at Jammu as well. So both campus have offering 60 seat. That is the seat at present this year we are offering. Maybe coming years we might increase, but at this point in time we have only 60 seat. Now looking to the safety, or what you say, is of Jammu and Bodh Gaya. If we talk about Bodh Gaya, the Bodh Gaya, the name itself, it's a land of enlightenment, the land where the enlightenment. It is just a half kilometer away from the campus, and we are at a city, not outskirts or outskirts. Within a half kilometer premises, you get have a big market where you get all the facilities. It's a tourist destination. 10 lakhs plus people visit every year from foreign as well as India. Within 5 kilometers radiation, we have a international airport, Gaya airport, where have a connection flight from Delhi, Calcutta, and Mumbai, direct flight, and from some international from Japan, Singapore, some other countries international flight as well. Then we have within 10 kilometers there is a railway station, and it is connecting Delhi and Howrah. So you get enough number of Rajdhani overnight journey you can reach out, and there is it's a national highway in front of the campus. It's a national highway, and the road also well connected to the Delhi as well as Calcutta. That's the main road, and it is well connected to other cities as well. And the rest, like there is online delivery for all the facilities available. It is in the main city itself. And we are at present, IIM Bodh Gaya is situated in IIM Bodh Gaya campus itself. in our campus itself, one side of the campus, at present we have some buildings. We have hostel facility at present, around 500 people can stay. That's a hostel at present build facility. The rest is under construction. We are constructing 600 hostel, 600 room hostel, and academic building and faculty quarters, all that under construction. We are hoping the construction will complete by next year, September 2022. Already a 40% construction is completed, but this due to corona, little delay is happening. But hopefully, definitely by 2022, it will get completed. At present, the campus have both the campus, and Jammu is at present, Jammu is running in old university campus. Again, Jammu is in the city, and again, it's a land of temples where temple, it's just 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers from the campus. At present, they are running an old university campus, have all the facilities, like a student want. What are the kind of facilities a student want, like basketball court, volleyball court, football, cricket. So every facilities they are having. The same with Bodh Gaya. We are also have all the sports facilities at present. We have a dedicated stadium as well. And an indoor stadium is under construction. So same in the case with both Jammu as well. Indoor stadium and construction. Once the indoor stadium is ready, they will have a long tennis, badminton, other badminton, indoor stadium. All these facilities will be there. But it will take one more year. At present, these are the things available at the campus. And the campus gives, if student economically weaker students, we assist for a financial assistance, that is need-based financial assistance. Both the campus are not, they are not in a position to pay fees, economically weaker section. And other student, whatever the government scholarships available, that in this program as well. So there are many government scholarships for students. So all the scholarship, as it's an IIM and a government agency, institute. So all that available scholarship also will be applicable in our program as well. So that is about the program and things. And when you talk about the course structure and kind of things, now see, it's a management program and it's not confined to commerce student. Like here in management, all category, all section, all the disciplines used to join. Same in IPM program also, we are welcoming all the disciplines like science, humanities, commerce, arts, any background you can apply. And our course, the structure of the course is in such a way that it is well balanced. It has mathematics. The mathematics we are teaching at very basics. So in the first semester, you will be teaching, you will get to know the basics of mathematics. Then from there, semester wise, it goes up. Suppose like you are coming from a Hindi medium or your own language, whatever the local language. Now here we are not asking that you should be very much good at communication. So but management communication is very important. So for that reason, so those who are weak in communication or to improve the communication of everyone, every semester there is a communication course. So that's from the basics to advanced. So that's how we planned. So each and every semester you will have a different course. So our semester is such a way we plan is like there will be a communication course, there will be a skill enabler course, there will be there will be some system based course, there will be some mathematics, and there will be some core management course. So you will be learning all core management course with some courses on social science, courses on arts, and courses on music. So all that, it's a kind of a overall. So we are looking for an overall development of the student. It's not just a management, but everything. So that any section of the student can handle. It's not completely quantitative. So here it's a well-balanced course that anybody can make up, and the faculties will handhold you and will help you throughout to improve your career. So that's all from my end. Professor Nathan, you want to add anything more?
I think whatever being captured is, is going to give quite a bigger picture to all the participants. But I would like to just focus majorly on couple of points specific to IIM Jammu and the broader perspective of IPM as well. So when you look at the course structure, all the students who are listening right now, they would also be very keen to understand that The 5 years integrated program has the number of exit options, and that would also give a flavor for each of the students to look for the choices that they want to have. For example, if they want to go early out of the program to explore some other things, maybe to go outside to get some exposure of the industry, or they want to go some go for the internships and all. So we have covered the number of exit options. So in the first 3 years, if you want to go and take the exit option just after first year, you can take that. That's a choice given to the potential aspirants as well. So after completing first year course, you would be given a certificate in the management. If you want to take an exit option from the IPM in the second year, after completing the second year coursework, you would be given the advanced management certifications. And if you're going to have the exit option taken after the 3 years completion of the coursework of the IPM, you would be given BBA degree. And once you satisfy the criteria for further education, for example, in IIM Jammu 6 CGPA and 5.5 CGPA in IIM Bodh Gaya, you will be entered into the flagship program of MBA of either of the institutes. And that is what very important aspects that when we in the sense IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu has have come together to create such a quality program. We have covered every bit of details about what a potential aspirant is looking at. And the first,
Sir, please mention about exchange program.
Yes, definitely. So, so when we talk about this, so first 3 programs, basically, first 3 years of the program is going to give you the foundation of what is expected to be a good and kind of quality building blocks in terms of the business ecosystems. We also support the number of internships, for example, social internships and corporate internships, so that you can get the exposure of the social innovations, NGO projects. You get sensitized and be aware of how to work at the ground level. On the other sides, when you are going to undertake the corporate internship, you will be get the exposure of the life projects, the industry functions, the business core areas. And we both institutes support the international exchange program, which is based upon the merit basis. And the course criteria, we have good collaboration with top European universities, and number of international exchange partners have collaborated with us. So you'll get the international exposure based upon what you want to fulfill as the kind of learning aspects, not in India, but you can go out and get exposure as well. So if you look at the IPM program, it's going to give you a very sound foundation to explore the underpinning of the management disciplines, looking at the perspective of national education policy, which talks about the multidisciplinary aspects of the integrations. That means you would have a holistic development as a leader. You would be responsible, ethical leadership. That is what we're going to understand. So this is what about the IPM. And when we talk about the admission specifically to about IIM Jammu, there is a little different in terms of the composite scores. That is what we are looking at. So if there are 4 different components, we appreciate gender diversity, and that's why we have incorporated these components in the composite score when the selection of the merit list will be out for the students after they undertake the JIPMAT test. So JIPMAT score is one of the prime focus score. That is what we both institutes are going to consider. We consider 60% score of the JIPMAT. Class 10 marks would be contributed for the 15%. Class 12 marks would be contributing to 15% of the composite score. And we have a gender diversity, where the 10% of the score would be contributed to gender diversity. That is what we are having the composite score for the releasing of the merit list. About IIM Jammu, specifically as a campus position, it's positioned at a old university campus, which is at at the heart of the city, and you can find all the amenities inside and outside the campus. And as a prospective student, you are coming out of 12th, and you would be looking at what kind of facilities are available. So any institute, if you're looking at the Institute of National Importance, people would go to get the kind of environment where they can live, they can have their life inside the campus and also outside, so that they can have a balance of personal and the academic or the professional life as well. So IIM Jammu and IIM Jammu, both provide such an ecosystem, such lucrative ecosystems where you can feel safe and secure, and you can also have the accessibility to library, the e-resources, access to collaborate with the faculty members. Now, in both institutes, the faculty members are very well qualified. They come from having a very good industry and international experience. They have done their doctorals not just from India, from abroad as well, and have published widely. So uh, if you are going to look at the kind of exposure that you are going to get at IIM, definitely it's one of the niche experience, and this is a choice that you're going to get just after 12th class. So don't miss it, and enroll for the JIPMAT exam. File your application, submit your application by checking out the URL jipmat.nta.ac.in. The last date is 31st May. And hopefully, we are going to welcome you at the respective institute, depending on the choice that you're going to take. Yes, Ramesh.
All right. So
we can have question and answer.
yes, yes. So Ravi sir and Nitin sir, a few questions from the audiences.
Sure.
So, just for everybody who's viewing the webinar, if you would have any questions, we would request you to please put them on the chat box on our YouTube webinar where it is being broadcasted. We will take them up for you and get them answered through our speakers. So to start with, Ravi sir and Nitin sir, maybe whoever would want to take up these questions. So Bhavna, one of our counselors, had asked a question that which degree is awarded after 3 years, which you already mentioned. So any specific college, university from where the degree will be awarded?
From IIM.
Okay, so I would like to answer this question, and Professor Ravish can also, put the pointers on that. So when we talk about the Institute of National Importance, Indian Institute of Management has given the autonomy to, give all the degrees. So when we talk about the 5 years integrated program, it has 2 different components that I've already mentioned. After completion, successful completion of 3 years, the potential student would get the BBA degree. And once the potential student is eligible to enter to the flagship MBA program, after clearing and satisfying all the criteria, the potential student will be getting the MBA degree as well.
All right. Thank you so much. So moving on to the next question. Mr. Mukesh Agarwal would want to know when is the next entrance exam taking place, and the medium of the exam. Is there an expected delay? Anything with COVID happening around?
Chandan, you can answer, Chandan.
Sir, I can answer. I'm audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. If you're talking about the exam is 150 minutes and is comprises of the 3 component: quantity aptitude, as well as data interpretation, verbal ability, and reading. And total 100 questions are there. For each correct question, you get 4 marks, and for each incorrect question, 1 mark is going to be negative. And the exam is a CBT computer based, and it held in a 75 city across the India. And the exam date is still depend upon the CBSE exam. Once the CBSE decide the date, on that basis, the NTA will decide the exam date. So still now the exam date is not decided. Only the last date of the registration is 31st May.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So moving on to the next question. So another one of our counselors, Ms. Renu Garg. So she says that does the student get a BBA degree even if the student has qualified to continue MBA in the 4th and the 5th year?
After,
can you repeat the question? I didn't get actually.
So one of our counselors, Ms. Renu, she has asked that if the student is still continuing for the 4th and the 5th year, will you be still awarding or it will just be the degree of the course after the 5th year?
Sir, I would like to give the answer. After completing the 3rd year, if you are eligible for the MBA program, once you complete the MBA program, you get 2 degrees. One is BBA plus 1 degree for the MBA. So ultimately, after the 5 years, student will get 2 degrees, BBA plus MBA.
And adding to what Chandan said, you see here there is no difference. Like we will have a regular MBA program is running. So like suppose we have now only one session of IPM. So that is first 3 years. So that ended, like suppose 60 students qualified for MBA. So what we do, have 3 sections. So these students will be divided into these 3 sections. So once our first 3 year completed, then they are become part of MBA program. So there is no more IPM. There is no separation of IPM student and an MBA student. It will become the first 3 years they will be an undergraduate student, and they'll go for post graduation with the minimum CGPA. Like for Jammu, it is 6 CGPA. For us, it's 5.5 CGPA. Now, some students want to opt out. They can opt out and go for a high, some other IIMs, or they want to go for foreign. It's free to their end. They can go as their wish. We are not blocking. So if they wish to go, so at the 3rd year, they will be awarded a BBA degree. If they are continuing at the end of the 5th year, after completing the MBA degree, they will get MBA degree as well as a BBA degree, graduation degree. And then at the 5th year, end of the 5th year only, they are eligible for a placement that along with the MBA batch. Actually, when they are going for MBA batch, they'll ask MBA what are placement opportunities. The same opportunities will be available for this student as well. So they won't get any placement opportunity after end of 3 years if they are leaving. So the placement is only available if they complete the 5-year program.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much. Again, next question. So our counselor, Mr. Satish, has put up this question. If you could throw some light on the expense required for pursuing the course.
Yeah. For Bodh Gaya, it is including hostel fees, all the fees except mess fees. The mess charges.
Your voice was breaking. Could you please repeat?
For Bodh Gaya, the fees is 4.5 lakhs, including everything except mess charges. The mess charges will be extra. So it has tuition fees as well as hostel fees and all other 4.5 lakhs per year. So Nitin sir, for Jammu.
Yeah, for IIM Jammu, when we look at the course fee, it includes the access to lectures, internet facilities, library, tuition fees, and hostel charges. It comes around 4,85,000 per year for the first 3 years, and for the last 2 or the next 2 years for the MBA, whichever the fee applicable at that time, that will be applicable for the potential students. So only the mess charges would be on actual. That depends upon in the first 3 years or the next 2 years as well.
So adding to Nitin sir, for Bodh Gaya as well, first 3 years is what I said, 4.5 lakhs, and the last 2 years when the MBA fees, whatever the fees which is prevailing in that period, 23-24, it will be almost 7.5 lakhs, 7.5 or 7.6. That is the MBA fees at present. So that will be applicable.
All right. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. So, as the program chairperson, would you both have any suggestions on what type of student would be best suited for the program?
If talking about Bodh Gaya, see, we doesn't have. See, we are looking for a meritorious student. Those who are merit, that is our first choice. Our first choice is the merit. We are only looking the merit. So we are not saying categorizing student in terms of anything. We are only categorizing. We are only going just one point, that is merit. The merit is our first and final focus, and the same is with the Jammu as well. The merit is what both of us.
Definitely. So if you look at the exams, so IIM is not holding the exams. This is a national testing agency which is holding the exams. So we do not have any kind of biases, any kind of conflicts. And if you look at the scores that we are going to count for the selection, it's all about the scores that the students have received in their respective examinations. and that is what the merit we are looking at. So there is no bias on either of the sides.
That's why we are not organizing the exam. We give on a third party, and that is the best in the country and best trustful in the country. That is NTA. We don't want to conduct.
So one question here. So when you are looking at the complete admission process for a student, there is considering the 10th marks, 12th marks, as well as an interview, etc. So number one, what do you see in the interview process? And number two, is there an option where the weightage can be plus minus here and there, and maybe the student can be accommodated basis their 10th or 12 marks or basis the score in JIPMAT? Is there an option where you can kind of do a plus minus here and there, and then the student can get an admission?
First of all, in both the campus, we are not considering interview. There is no interview at all. It's purely based on the marks they have scored in JIPMAT and the 10th and plus 2 level examination. Now, suppose because of this pandemic, plus 2 examination cancelled, or something is happening, then we have to think. Well, as of now, we don't know, so we are yet to take a decision on that. If plus 2 examination is not happening, then we might increase the weightage of JIPMAT, and we give increase much more weightage to JIPMAT, and then we only consider 10th or something. That is an option which I have said. We have to take as a committee. We'll take a decision on that if the plus 2 examination doesn't happen. Otherwise, we doesn't have any interview. It's purely based on the scores what they have at present.
Okay, so Professor Nitin, specifically to you, since you had taken up this question, taken up this topic earlier. So could you elaborate more on the 10% weightage when you mentioned about the diversity at Jammu?
Yeah. So when we were looking for kind of the gender diversity, as I already mentioned that as the Institute of National Importance established by the government, so we believe that gender diversity is really important, and we appreciate and accept the gender diversity. And to promote gender diversity, we have looked at the kind of the structures and applicability. And based upon the committee recommendation, we have decided to incorporate 10% marks given to the gender diversity, and that is what as a part of a composite score. So that will benefit and promote the gender diversity at IIM Jammu as well.
For Bodh Gaya also, we are also promoting gender diversity, but our gender diversity is different here. The way we include here, we are giving a 10 seat supernumerary for girls itself. 10 seat we just kept it, so that there are first 50 seat for gender neutral that will be eligible for girls as well as boys, but 10 seat that is specifically for girls. 10 seat.
Okay. Any other scholarship opportunities?
Scholarship opportunity as government scholarship, whatever government scholarship, a specific scholarship, what we said, and need-based financial assistance we give for economically weaker people. The rest, whatever the scholarship at present the government of India is providing from various areas, all will be applicable here as well, as we are an Institute of National Importance. So whatever the scholarship at present the government is giving for various programs, the same thing will be applicable here as well.
Okay, so a very interesting question. Maybe Professor Nitin, you would want to take it up. So one of our counselors says that usually with the delicate scenario at Jammu on certain times because of political reasons, how do you usually manage internships, classes? Do you shift it completely online, or it goes the show goes on?
I think if you look at the current situation, the pandemic, it's across the world. So if such a situation arises which has not been anticipated earlier, probably the committee takes up a decision about doing certain things. So we have seen in the last year kind of understanding the exposure to such environment, people have moved everything on online mode. So the internships, the kind of teaching also is also being done through the online mode. So there is no specific set of guidelines as of now, but when we look at kind of situations, it's all about what is the kind of preventive measures or kind of corrective measures that committee takes a decision on. But when we look about Institute of National Importance, whether it is based in IIM Jammu itself or any other city, they have all the resources and the kind of infrastructure to take up a situation in decisions like this, and take a proper set of directions to incorporate all kind of unwanted things which can be mediated or tackled. So of course there might be a situation where a set of guidelines would be given, provided.
Okay, so Dr. Nitin, we lost you, I think, due to the network. So maybe I'll move on to the next question. So I think Professor Chandan, maybe you would want to take this up. Could you throw some light on the syllabus of the entrance test?
If you're talking about the syllabus, as I earlier stated, that is a 3 section. The first section is a quantitative aptitude, and remember that all the mathematics is based on till class 10. We are not asking the question from class 11th and 12th. Whatever you study till class 10th, only that portion will be covered in the mathematics. So your quantitative aptitude comprises of only 33 questions. Next is the data interpretation and logical reasoning, which is very easy. Everybody know that, and there's no rules and regulation. Only some tricks are there. The next section is talking about your verbal ability and reading and comprehensive, which basically check your English and how will you answer all these questions. Again, it's comprised of 34 questions. So first thing, if you're talking about the math is going to be very tough. No, only 10th class portion will be covered. No 11th and 12th class. In other way, no higher standard mathematics is there. It's only for the till 10th class. And till 10th class, almost in every board, the syllabus is similar. So if you are either from the CBSE board or ICSE board or Bihar board or Jammu Kashmir board or any other board, there is no basic difference. And of course, if you're talking about the test is slightly on the same way, but is the CAT is going to be happen. But yeah, in terms of the toughness is slightly easy. It's not as tough as the CAT examination, but yes, some rigorous is required. Some little bit toughness is there, but not as much as tough as the CAT.
Okay, all right. So now, because you mentioned CAT, maybe any of you could take up this question. So how would you compare the curriculum and the pedagogy of the 2-year MBA that happens via CAT with the last 2 years of the integrated program at the institute?
So that's what I already mentioned. There is no difference because the student after 3rd year, he is going to be a normal MBA student. So there is no IPM student, does not any difference. So he will be a part. He will be. Yeah, Garima.
So I'm saying, does the institute finally offer an MBA degree or a PGDM?
MBA degree. We are now offering MBA degree. All we have PhD degree, MBA degree, and for undergraduate student, we'll give a BBA degree. Now there is no PGDM. PGDM some 2 years back, yes, but now all IIM started giving a master degree because of IIM Act. After IIM Act, we are all giving master degree. We are eligible to give a master.
Okay. So again, so now coming to a few more questions. So I have a lot of questions pouring in. So we'll still kind of continue. So what are the special?
Yeah, I want to add one more thing, Garima. Just I want to add one more thing. Like, see, suppose somebody want to withdraw from after 3 years, so that he will get a BBA degree. Now he is after 3 years, maybe he would like to work. Then after that he come back. Now as of now we doesn't have any sabbatical. As of now we doesn't have. Maybe future we may plan it. As of now both the campus we doesn't have that sabbatical off. But if he want like he opt out, then he want to again join. At present, what he should need to do, he has to again apply for a CAT examination and score in CAT, then the usual process. At present, what is the usual process to get into IIM? He has to follow the same usual process. Like same thing, like somebody is now join IPM program at Bodh Gaya, and he completed 3 years. Then he decided that he would like to go to IIM Ahmedabad or IIM Bangalore or IIM Lucknow. Now he want to go, then what he should do? He have to opt out from the program and apply for a CAT. No, he can, while doing the program itself, he can apply for the CAT, and if he get good score and get seat, he can opt out from here. But again, he has to follow that same degree. Only for a Bodh Gaya student to continue in Bodh Gaya, he don't need a CAT. He need only the minimum CGPA requirement in the 3-year program. The same with the case of Jammu, what is their requirement. But otherwise, he has to again go for a CAT examination.
Got it. All right. So you've answered another question that was in my pipeline. So moving on to the next one. What are these specializations that get offered apart from the regular ones? Is there anything specific to the institute altogether?
Specialization, we are giving in the 6th semester. Okay, 6th semester, like the 3rd year. In the 3rd year, the last semester, they have an option for choosing specialization. Specialization, as of now, whatever specialization we are offering in MBA, the similar specialization is there for a BBA degree as well. Like we will have specialization in marketing, and we have many subjects offered, and we will have a finance, we will have an HR and OB, we have an IT and system, and general management. So same thing, I think, with the Jammu as well. So we have at the 6th semester, they have an option for specialization. But otherwise, BBA is basically core management courses, and it's a compulsory courses they have to study.
All right. Dr. Nitin, would you want to add something here?
Yeah, so when we look the kind of the courses that we are offering for the first 3 years at the BBA level, so the student have the options to choose any kind of stream, what they think about as a business function, to look at the kind of streamlining their exposure to the management function. For example, they would have a chance to select particular set of electives, maybe from marketing area or from business function area or from operation, as Professor Ravish has just mentioned. There would be different management functions. So at the last semester, they would be able to, opt out those kind of electives to strengthen their business function area. Why we think so that we have placed in the last semester? Because by the time the student would have undergone all the breadth and depth of the core management functions, and also the multidisciplinary focus, which is what is the requirement for having the potentially eligible for the leadership position that what we are looking at once they have undergone the MBA program as well.
Okay. All right. So I think this is the last question that we can take up. So anything on the placements? Any inputs? What kind of companies come, and would you kind of want to throw some additional light on the scenario of placements at the campus?
At present, our campus for Bodh Gaya, Jammu, sir will explain. Our campus, we have 100% placement. Companies like McKinsey, companies like JP Morgan, and there are many banking companies. Like this time, basically, EduCheck companies are EduTech, because this Corona time, EduTech companies are trending well. So companies like Byju's, like that. So EduTech companies are some 22% students are placed. Then banks. And then IT companies. So they are across some across sectors. The placement is happening. Now again, for this first batch of IPM student, their placement is after 5 years. So after 5 years, the scenario will be completely changed. Even in terms of as a campus itself, we will be we are a growing campus. In 5 years down the line, we will be much better than what we are now. And again, economy and the corporate, everything getting changing. So, we never thought of this Corona. We never even dreamed such kind of situation will occur, but it occurred. So after 5 years, we don't know what is the situation, but the placement, as an IIMs always known for placements. So that placement will be definitely there. That about placements.
Okay. So perhaps I am done with the set of questions that had been received from all our viewers. So Ravi sir, Nitin sir, and Chandan sir, thank you so much, for being here as our eminent speakers. Definitely a lot of questions got answered. Our facilitator from the team, Mr. Thomas John, had been taking up these questions on the chat box. John has also gone ahead and shared the JIPMAT link and the college link for the viewers to see. Perhaps I was also checking it out while we were interacting. So, a lot of details mentioned on the link. I would suggest all the viewers to please go ahead and have a look at the website. That will also answer a lot of questions.
And for your counselors, you can even share our numbers. If they have any in further counseling, if they have any doubts come, they can directly come to us and we can give them whatever we know. So
Great.
we can do that as well. So if they can, because we are ready to help at any moment. Only just everybody should remember that 31st May is the last date. After that, there is no point. After that point is there for the next year, not for this year. Again, 2022. JIPMAT 2022 will be then our focus. So this year focus is only till 31st May. So till 31st May, as many students from there and can enter to this program, we'll be very happy and we'll happy to them. So please, everybody remember, this this is one of the make a right movement. That's what we say. Make a right movement, right choice. In our time, we were not having such kind of an opportunity, for a class 12 students in a Institute of Eminence like IIMs. So this time we have come with, it's kind of we have taken as such a what is a decision. So it is for because we want to serve to the country, we want to serve to the young generation, and we want to give them a quality education. So that is our purpose. We want to give a quality education to needy people across the country. So that's what, again, I'm saying 31st May is the last date for our examination. So Nitin sir, you want to add?
Yes, yes. As we all know that the life is all about choices, and if we take the right choice at the right time, and definitely would have a bright future. So this is the right choice that's in front of you, and go ahead, grab that opportunity, file and submit the JIPMAT applications. Last date is 31st May. Don't forget that, and build your career. The opportunity is just in front of you. Nobody's going to take away that. If you have any questions, any clarifications, you can always go to the websites. IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya. That is JIPMAT website also, jipmat.nt.ac.in, where you'll get all the information about the examinations, and for the specific course curriculum, the infrastructure resources of either of the institutes, you can visit respective websites. So believe me, this is a chance that you should not miss, and all the very best. Be focused, and you'll take a right choice. Yeah, thank you.
Chandan, you want to?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
sir, thank you. As I sir stated, that be focused first of all, do best in your exam, either a CBSE or 12th board exam, as well as please fill that form. The last date is 31st May, and as I earlier stated, that the exam is not going to be very tough. It's just moderate. Do well in your exam as well as in JIPMAT, so that you can grab this opportunity and join one of the prestigious institute in the world, IIM.
So thank you all. Thank you for giving us opportunity, Garima and Thomas sir. So we will be associating, future as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ravi sir. Thank you, Nitin sir and Chandan sir. I think it's been absolutely an informative session. I'm sure students will make out the most of it, and very wise words, Nitin sir, coming from you. Absolutely great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting us. Really appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you. So for viewers who are here viewing our webinar, so just a little surprise perhaps. So we have the lead CSR and development programs, Mr. Ankit Bansal here, who would want to address the students who are viewing this webinar to give some insights about a scholarship that may be applicable for you. So Ankit, if you are here, maybe you can please go ahead.
We are
thank you very much.
We are leaving, Rema. Okay, so we can leave.
So thank you so much of all the dignitaries from IIMs to come here and share about the program. So we have a scholarship that we also maintain called Ramankant Munjal Scholarship, supported by Hero FinCorp. So this scholarship also supports you to get an admission. I mean, to go to support your education for an IPM program from different IIMs. For example, IIM Jammu, IIM Ranchi is there, Bodh Gaya is there, Indore is there, Rothak is there. So if you happen to qualify for any exams and get an admission in any of the IIMs, and you are from a humble background and you are meritorious, and funding is something that you need support in, you can apply for RKM Scholarship. The link of the scholarship is given in the website below, in the description of this YouTube video as well. So just to give you a comparative analysis that how many students that we have selected, is a good number of students that we are selecting. You can see the competition is getting tougher and tougher every day with every year, and this year we are targeting many more applications. So now arises that how I want to, what can I do to apply so to apply for the RKM scholarship, you only have to do is click on the link which has been shared in the chat section and is mentioned in the uh, description box. You can apply for that, and you can click there, you can fill the Google form, and our team will connect with you with the appropriate time. Currently you're just showing your interest, that you are interested to become an RKM scholar, uh, irrespective of whether you're getting an admission at an IPM or not. There's a thorough selection process that we follow. It's a 7-step selection process. It's a rigorous selection process which we follow to ensure that the scholarship goes to the people who and the students who are meritorious and who actually need the scholarship, right? I mean, so with this you can fill that form, and once you have your class 10th 12th results, when you have your college results, our team will keep on connecting with you. If you have any queries, you can just WhatsApp on this number, which is mentioned 8630673899, and our team will connect with you with a good in the stipulated time. If you have any doubts, feel free to reach out to us at scholarship@asmanfoundation.org. So yeah, so I think this is it from my side, Garima. If anybody has any doubt, they can ask.
All right, Ankit, thank you so much. So I definitely don't see any questions pouring in right now. But I would request our facilitator, Mr. Thomas John, to please put in the details for the scholarship, which Ankit had mentioned on the chat box, so students can come in and view in, and maybe they can send a WhatsApp or drop in an email for the clarification. So thank you so much, Ankit. I hope the students who are eligible make the best out of the scholarship that is there, and as many students get selected. Thank you. And to all our viewers, thank you so much for being here online. Stay tuned. Please do subscribe to the iDream Career channel on YouTube, to get regular updates about the upcoming webinars that are scheduled every month. Thank you. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Do put your mask on and stay indoors. Bye, everyone. Good evening.